All right, guys, welcome to episode 3 of the official podcast of Angels Harbor. Welcome to Harbor Pod. Today we have a lot of stuff. We have a very special guest. We have Tim Kraft, owner and CEO of Angels Harbor. We're going to start today by talking about an upcoming event. So on the 4th of July, we have an event over in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Tim, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. And it's from another branch of our ministry. So it's not necessarily an Angels Harbor event. So we have a ministry called the Reach United. And this will be our third one of the season. We do these pop-ups in different parts of, Parkersburg or, even willing to go to other cities and do them. And this 4th of July, which we're super excited about, man. We get the Point Park 4th of July. We start at 6:30. We're going to have free food, and it'll be good food, too. Roger McDaniel's cooking it. That dude knows how to throw down in the kitchen. And it's just going to be fun. Then the fireworks are, at the end of it. You don't even have to go nowhere to see the fireworks. And so I'm excited, man. We did this once before in 21, and it was a great event.
Yeah, and for anybody that don't watch the podcast, or if you know somebody, maybe tag them and tell them to pay attention on July 2nd. Tim and I will be on Daybreak at WTAP, 5:30 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning. We'll be going on there talking about the Reach event. So if you know somebody that doesn't have plans for the 4th of July or just wants to come out and have a good time, free food, some fun, some fellowship, tell them to tune in to WTAP on July 2nd, and we'll be talking more about the Reach event. Yeah. Another event that we have coming up is tomorrow.
Oh, it came quick, didn't it?
What's tomorrow?
Quick. Tomorrow is, number one, it's my birthday.
A happy early birthday.
Thank you. Number two, it is a big softball game because we are playing the Lighthouse, and we're having a softball tournament over here in Belpre at Civitan Park, field number 3. And we're going to start at noon, and basically we have a staff team, we have a team of the girls, and then we have invited the Lighthouse, which is a sober living program here in our area. We invited them to come play in a tournament with us. So this should be fun, man. This should be super fun.
We had one softball game already this year. Mm-hmm. If you want to check out details of that, you can check it out at the Angels Harbor Facebook page. Scroll down a little bit. It's been about a month ago, I said, since we had that game.
June the 2nd.
It was an awesome time, though. Our staff members played against our clients. We had a couple games, and it all turned out to be a tie in the end.
Tied, yeah.
This is going to be really fun. We're playing against another program, as he said, the Transitional Living House, the Lighthouse. And what time does the game start, and where is it happening at?
So they start at noon, and it's going to be at Civitan Park, field number 3 in Belpre. And so you're welcome to come out and join us if you'd like to. If you don't have nothing to do on a Saturday, you can come hang out with us and watch some funny softball be play.
We're hoping to beat the rain. It's calling for some rain in the late afternoon, so I hope that we don't get drenched. But for directions to get to the field, if you come down Washington Boulevard, there's a restaurant right across the street. It's right before the old Fruth's Pharmacy.
Bel Air's Bistro.
Bel Air's Bistro. If you cross the street, there's a huge parking lot. It's down by the middle or the high school softball field and the high school baseball field. It's that parking lot, and it's the field right next to the softball field across from the basketball courts.
Yeah.
We'll be there from probably noon until
we end.
Till we end. Yeah, we have a few games to play tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
Last time we was there till started at noon, and what did we end at 7?
It was about 7 o'clock, and we played 3 games.
Yeah.
We were all wore out, but
it was fun, though.
It wasn't as hot that day.
No, it wasn't.
It's going to be in the 90s tomorrow, I think, at least high 80s.
I think we should go get a little trophy,
Or a fan. Put a fan on first.
If they had a big fan you could just cover the field with, it'd be nice.
Okay, moving on. So we do have a lot of stuff to cover during this segment. The next is probably the most important. But before we go into that, if you work for a treatment center, and we will be making up flyers and stuff, and we know it's getting later on in the year, but we want other facilities to get involved with this softball game. We want to play against your facility. We want our clients to interact with your clients if that is a possibility. So if you know of a treatment facility or you are a treatment facility and you want to get involved in the softball tournament, You can reach out to me, myself, Carlos Ward's Facebook page. You can reach out to Tim, the Harbor Pod Facebook page, or the Angels Harbor Facebook page. We'd be happy to walk you through it and tell you what that's all about. We want to get a lot of teams together, maybe have a big old tournament.
It'd be cool to have like a league. You know what I mean? Like where, each treatment center had a team. And even if that's something we don't get together this year, next year, that should be something we strive towards because it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and recovery is supposed to be fun.
Absolutely.
These girls sit in group a lot throughout the week and meetings and all that. And it gets repetitive, and just getting out of the building, I think, is very important, and doing stuff with other people in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
I know programs that go bowling and stuff. So softball's a hands-on game, man.
It is. It's fun.
So the next thing we'll talk about is Angels Harbor, but not this one. We're not going to talk about this facility. We're going to talk about another one. So
another Angels Harbor.
Let's talk about this big announcement that everybody's been so suspensefully waiting for.
Well, you would have got a hint online a little bit, but we are opening another facility, and it's going to be in Brown County, Ohio, which is about 30 minutes this way from Cincinnati. And it's on a college campus that used to be called Chatfield Edge. And so now on the campus, there's this, somebody that Amber knows, ended up purchasing the whole campus through grants to transform it into like a community effort, And so we'll be like a piece of that puzzle, and we will have a treatment center that'll be residential, just like we do here at Angels Harbor. It'll be for women, but women with their children. And so the children need to be 3 or under, and we will be able to, like the moms will be able to take their kids to daycare on their way to group, because there will be a daycare on campus. There will be like social services on campus, JFS, I think, stuff like that, man. It's going to be very, very beneficial to that area. And it's super cool, dude. It's a nice place. I think we should watch the video real quick. You want to watch the video real quick?
So let's watch the video real fast.
Okay.
Man, that looks like a beautiful place.
Dude, it is amazing. And God, the way God did it, man, it's just, God always amazes me, stuff just don't make sense sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And God will still be like, I'm going to do it through you guys. And it's not like, we're the most, credentialed, qualified people, but she was looking for a heart position. And she even said, she's like, I just don't want, everyone she had spoke to, because she interviewed tons of places. She was like, they all are talking about competition. And so we don't roll that way, though. You know what I mean? Like, we want everybody to succeed. So
the lady that owns the property.
The lady. So she ended up choosing us based off of our heart position. And
our culture.
Our culture. That's what she said. She's like, I want it to be that. And so when we, are establishing things here, we're also really preparing for what's there. You know what I mean? And I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun.
So what we just saw in the video, that big building, is that the whole campus, or is that just what Angels Harbor
That is just one of the many buildings. And it'll be the Angels Harbor building. And what you saw was only the top floor. There's a whole basement, too, that wasn't even in the video. And so it's a big facility, and it's super nice, man.
How many females can that facility house?
With their kids, 24.
24 females
With their kids.
with children. Is there a maximum limit for how many children they can have?
Um,
And I know biologically there's only a specific number of
Right.
children you can have in 3 years, but
right.
if they had one child every year for 3 years, which is possible,
It is very possible.
could they have all 3 children there? I'm
Well-
just thinking hypothetically.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, I don't see how we could discriminate because she has more than one kid. But you know, I would say that, man, that just would be a challenge, especially if they're 3, 2, 1.
Right. But it is humanly possible.
It is humanly possible, and you know, it's something we very likely will run into in the future.
Right.
So, yeah.
So when it comes to being eligible to come into the program at Angels Harbor in Cincinnati, same qualifications.
Same qualifications. It'll be Ohio Medicaid. We'll take all Ohio Medicaid, and it will be where you have to meet certain credentials to get in. And after, the cool thing about Cincinnati is after the initial program of 3 months, there's going to be transitional things set up there too, and outpatient services that we'll provide.
Right on campus.
Yeah, right on campus.
Is there a detox? Is there going to be a detox?
Not a detox, no. And that's one thing. You know, I've always had this vision and this dream to one day offer the whole continuum of care, from detox all the way to you getting your own place. You know, we'll get there, but one step at a time.
Is there a specific time when you will be accepting people into this program?
Hopefully September. Well, maybe the last couple weeks of August. As you know, you can't push them out too far because it's too dangerous.
And people change their mind in
yeah.
a matter of a second.
Yeah. So, and to be honest, I don't think we'll have a lot of problems getting clients because there's not many places that will allow you to have your kid with you during treatment, you know? And plus what it does too is it teaches the mothers, like, this is how I live life, keeping my sobriety, but also having the responsibility of having to take care of my kid. And so I think that in itself is very, very powerful for the women to learn that.
Well, being the intake coordinator here, I get that a lot. A lot of women will call and they're ready to come, but they have so many roadblocks standing in front of them. No one can keep my child.
That's
I don't
right.
want to leave my child,
Yep.
or I want to be with my child while I get better.
Yes.
And there's just no options to do that.
Yeah.
Hardly. You know, I'm in many recovery groups online where we share resources, and it's
I only know of 2 places in the whole state.
yeah, we have Rural Women's
Yeah, and then the counseling center.
Counseling Center.
That's the
And
only
they're-
ones I
and
know
they're always
of.
full usually.
Yeah, exactly.
They're usually full.
And so and you know, and this one too gives a faith-based option for that. You know, so I think that helps too. I think Rural Women's is
It's
faith-based.
faith-based,
Yeah.
But they're not on a campus then offered. I don't know what all they offer. We'll have them in here on another episode so they can talk more about their services. What else do you want to say about the Cincinnati?
Man, I would just like to say, if you guys know anybody that lives in that general area that would be a good fit for what we do at Angels Harbor, we would love for you to have them reach out. What we'll do is we'll put an email address at the bottom of the screen, and you can just send a resume to this email address. But you know, we will be looking for every single position there is, from techs to CDCAs to case managers to marketing and outreach, intake. So yeah, we will need a group of good people, and we want to make sure too. It's important for us that the heart is right and that the people that we hire understand the culture and what we're trying to accomplish. You know,
Right.
So-
You got to wear your heart on your sleeve in this profession, for sure.
you have to.
But the payoff, the blessings at the end of the day are so well worth it.
Oh yeah, man, it's so worth it. Like every hardship here, I think about, like, man, the times it gets really hard, the times it's whether it be financially hard or whether it just be stressful hard. When you get to see one of those girls graduate, which we will in just a little bit.
Today, we have
yeah.
two graduating today.
Yeah, when we see that, we will get to like all of those things we went through. will just fall away.
We rejoice with them.
Yeah. It's like, it was worth it. You know, I don't care what kind of hell I had to walk through. It was worth it to see you graduate today and step into more of who God's called you to be, you know?
Yeah. So if you haven't already, go to the Facebook page of Angels Harbor and Harbor Pod. We will be adding as we go along, as it gets closer to the August and we get closer to the start date of the Angels Harbor in Cincinnati. We'll be adding on there different job positions with pictures, contact numbers, requirements. I know we have licensure. We have licensure positions. We have unlicensed positions, as like case management.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to have a driver's license, GED, or high school diploma for that. Resident techs, it doesn't take a license. So just keep an eye on. Go and make sure you subscribe to those pages for further details to come.